Hey, good evening everybody. Welcome back to Minute on the Mountain. We're taking a little evening stroll. So I've recorded a lot of videos walking in front of our house, but here's just walking north from our house. Just looking back to the east. That's our neighbor's house right there. There's my beautiful wife Rhonda coming along. Got some wheat planted on the east side of the road, alfalfa here on the west, and then that's looking back to the Wellsvilles. Anyway, it's going to be a pretty short video this evening. My nephew and I went over to my favorite place to shed hunt, picked up a few sheds on the other side of Bear Lake. We'll get to that in 1 second. But I wanted to kick off with the Minute on the Mountain and the channel shout out. I want to shout out My Slice of Heaven Outdoors. Joey and Chris were one of the first channels to subscribe to my channel, and they have been so supportive. I bet they've watched 95% of my videos. So I just been thinking about some of these channels that have been around since the beginning, and I want to say thank you to those guys for watching and all their support. Go check them out. You're probably already familiar with them, but if not, I'll put a link in the description. For the Minute on the Mountain today, it's kind of a couple different passages. The theme is spiritual warfare. We're starting a 5-week series at church on spiritual warfare. If that interests you, I want to remind you, you can always check out our sermon series by going to alpinechurch.org. And you can click on the tab that says resources and check out all our sermon series. But anyway, one of the points for this coming Sunday is that even though there's a battle going on, Jesus has already won the war. But it's more than the fact that we know how it's going to end. I mean, Jesus has won the war. But even in the midst of our day-to-day battles, God is still sovereign, and he only allows the devil to do what he's willing to allow him to do. You see that throughout the Bible. So for example, in the story of Job, Job had to get permission to inflict pain on Job. He had to go before God, and the devil had to get permission to inflict pain on Job. He had to go before God and get his permission. But then we also see it in the New Testament. In the New Testament, on the night of his betrayal, Jesus tells Peter that the devil has asked to sift you like wheat. So again, the devil had to come and get permission. And then Jesus wouldn't let the devil do what he wanted to. He said he wants to sift you like wheat. He wanted to totally destroy Peter, but Jesus didn't allow him to do that. We know that, Peter was reconciled to Jesus even though he just denied him 3 times. And then the last example I'll give you is from 1 Corinthians, where Paul says that basically God will not allow us to be tempted beyond what we can bear. And clearly, if it was up to the devil, he would tempt us far beyond what we could handle. But God puts a cap on how much he can tempt us. So I say all that to let you know, if you're going through something really tough, if you feel like you're in the middle of spiritual warfare and you just feel like you're getting pounded on, even the battles underneath the sovereignty of God. And so if he's allowing them in your life, he's allowing them for a reason. He's got a plan in it. He's got a purpose for it. And the same God that loved you enough to leave the comforts of heaven and take on flesh and go to the cross for you is a God that you can trust even when you don't understand why you're in the battle. Hope you guys will enjoy the shed hunt. We did pick up a couple sheds, so we'll get to that next. Thanks for coming along. We're at about 910 subscribers. Our next giveaway will be at 950. So that's what we're headed to next, guys. Thanks for coming along. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Minute on the Mountain. I'm over on the other side of Bear Lake again, one of my favorite places to just tromp around and hike and look for sheds. It's overcast. It's been raining most of the day. Temperature's perfect. I'm here with my nephew Sheridan. He's about 25 yards up the hill. And we've got most of the day today. I don't have to be back for anything until tonight, so as long as it doesn't rain too hard, we're going to just hang out and see if we can find a couple sheds. Stay tuned. Well, guys, we're just walking along and talking, and Sheridan got the first shed of the day, so I'm going to come up and watch him do the pickup. A little hard white. Yeah, looks like last year's. Nice, man. We're on the board. Yeah. Thanks, Sheridan. I was just telling Sheridan that this north hillside with all these cedars and all the sharp rock is the kind of place where I find sheds. I literally had just finished saying that, and I looked up and I almost walked right on top of that. Got a little, looks like chalk, 4-point. tiniest of brow tines starting on it. That's shed number 2. That's been up here quite a while. I mean, that's definitely chalky. It's not hard white. It's got a little bit of green moss growing in it. Look at that. I love the colors on that. So here's looking back out over the lake. So we'll keep side hilling this and see if we can find some more hanging out in here. I don't have the wind screen, guys, so I'm sorry about the wind. Here's a view looking out over the lake. Got a guy getting pulled water skiing right out there. We're not at the top. We're probably, I don't know, it's probably like 200 yards up there, maybe a little more. But we're getting close. We're gonna start side hilling this west facing slope and then work our way back down to the bottom. So far, still just found those 2 sheds, but hopefully we can pick up at least one more on the way down. Beautiful day though.